Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are you, Sunela?
Hey, PK.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. Were you doing your 4 minutes just now?
Oh, yeah, you saw it yesterday?
I saw it this morning. I could not do it because I was with some students in a class. So I was listening, but I
Okay.
couldn't do. I was watching them for an exam. And so I did it afterwards.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's good. It's nice, you know.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Sure. Who is teaching today? Anyone?
teaching? I think Pawanji must be teaching because Deepa the other day she said next week. So I'm not sure we're gonna have Deepa until the end of
Oh,
the week, but
okay.
I may be mistaken. I don't know.
Mm.
Yes, I believe it is Pawan because based on the schedule, that's
Oh, okay.
same as there today.
Oh, okay.
I wonder, did they tell us about the exam? Because I'm not attending all the classes, so I don't know if I
Did-
missed that.
I don't think they did.
Because
They
I
didn't
remember
say anything so far.
they mentioned something they'll tell us on 16th when we asked before, but I'm not sure.
16th, but the 16th was yesterday, right?
Yeah, because I remember one time we asked in the WhatsApp group, and I believe Nathan said it will be on the 16th that they will tell us. Because I think we're having we're finishing the course like within days, right? It's on 20 something.
22nd, I think.
22nd is
believe.
the
Yes,
I
so
want-
it's in 5 days. Wow.
yeah.
It's finished.
Yeah.
Already, yeah.
So I
I
was
had
wondering,
no
like,
idea
are
what
supposed
we
to
could
do
do
for
in
the
this
final?
exam, really.
Yeah, I don't know. Has
In
anyone done?
theory, I see.
Sorry,
Practice, I don't know.
because I'm wondering, like, finishing in like I think what, 5 days from now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
I think the meditation starts on 27, I think, or 26.
26.
I think
Meditation.
26.
26, yeah, meditation classes, yeah.
Who signed up?
I
I
did.
mean, yeah.
You both signed up. I'm just thinking because I want to do yin as well, so I don't know if I should go for yin first or meditation. I'm like torn.
Yeah.
Yin is good.
We did. Yeah, we did yin already.
So how is it?
Great.
Good.
Same
Yeah, it's good.
schedule?
Same schedule,
Same.
yeah.
Same 5 days a week. Yeah.
Only
Five-
with Pawanji.
Yeah.
5 hours
Hello,
a day?
hi.
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 It's really, really nice, Yana.
Yeah, but it's just like 5 hours a day is so much commitment. So I'm like, I'm torn. I haven't watched, like, sometimes I miss the classes and I haven't watched them all yet because I find it hard to find like other like more time. I
I know.
Yana,
Yeah.
in fact, I was also thinking about it and I talked to Nitinji and he's like, if the lockdown is like already unlocked, then probably there might not be so many online classes because they might go in person, like people will want to do it. So they were thinking, so I was like, okay, then might as well just enroll myself and just
Yeah.
watch the videos later. So I'm also in a dilemma what to do because my kids are going to stay here until September and then both they will go to the US for their college, right?
Mhm.
Which
So I
of
want
you
to just
upside down or you're fine?
So
Sir?
I don't know. I might
Yeah.
enroll for yin and then do the meditation the
I
month
would
before.
go for in first and then meditation. I would go for in first.
So have you done it before or?
I have done with some US program. Yeah, but I would like to because I like Bhakti yoga. I would like to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. But only thing is it's kind of a slow, like it's more passive. So sometimes I feel it's not my kind. And yeah, especially for me, teaching in will be a little bit boring, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah.
I suppose I love it.
I love yin yoga, really.
Ah,
I'm a very
okay.
active person, but I really do love yin yoga. I love it.
I love it too because I do it sometimes. I practice it on my own and
Yeah.
I enjoy it so much. I love restorative yoga as well.
Me
Like
too.
I
In
like
the morning and at night, I always do a couple of asanas. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was asking Pawanji about the philosophy of yin. Is it like yoga was in India, like ancient India, and slowly when it went up to China, it was kind of transformed, or the Buddhist monk used to do more yin yoga, yin and yang, like yin yoga. That's how it started, I suppose. I'm not sure.
No.
Maybe Fabula knows more.
What I
or
remember
PKG?
from Pawanji is hearing, so if I'm mistaken, Pawanji, please correct me, that it would be an Indian person who was in China and created this yin yoga, but in China, and then, yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
yogi
it
name
has
was,
to be, yeah,
the
Paul
yogi name was
something. Yeah.
Buddhi. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul something took Paul, I don't remember his last name, but he took it more to the Western countries later, and it was more
Yeah.
popular then. Yeah.
Yeah,
It has
the
to be some
yogi.
Indian yogi, but
It
what I
was.
believe is like, yeah, what I believe is like the Buddhism, but as it spread over from India to China, that's how the monks started, doing in there.
Because it was created in China by this Indian guy, and so that's why he based. That's why the asanas, the postures, the names are not in Sanskrit, and also that they have this thing with the meridians and everything. So, Pawanji, maybe you can help and tell us.
Yeah, he's here, right?
Is here.
Okay. Fabio, are you going for meditation class next?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, namaste to you all. You can hear me? You can't hear me? Slow. Now, is it better? Okay. We just wait till the school comes, otherwise recording won't be possible. So we just wait for the school. So Paul Grilly took it to USA from China from his master Polly Jink, a martial arts master. Polly Jink was in India for 17 and a half years, learning Kala Prayattu, the mother of all martial arts. And this is when he started learning in yoga. It wasn't named as in yoga then in India because this does not actually has any place from India. So if you only want to know about in yoga, then this is not Indian at all. Okay. The practice in Kala Prayattu is you stay in a action for a certain period of time, somewhere around 21 to 35 minutes. So this is all. And the movement, when you do the movement, you stay there around 3 to 7 minutes. So this is what Polly Jink calculated in his martial arts, and Paul Grilly watched him for the first time on a television show. So Paul Grilly went to China, stayed under Polly Jink for 3.5 years to learn only the poses. So, and then he went to America and he introduced it with in yoga. This is why there is no Sanskrit name. And even if the asanas are same, the names are different so that there can be a difference between in yoga and different styles of yoga. So this is a little story about in yoga. That's it. So that you don't have doubts. Okay. Anything to come into this world has to be coming from the East. You need to understand this, because this East was formed 290,000 years ago. So this East, what we call India, came into existence in this universe, in this earth, on this planet Earth, 290,000 years ago. It was unfortunate only that only in 1498, a European person, a Portugal sailor, wanderer, Vasco da Gama, was roaming around, and he came here and he named it India. And that too, when he came here for the second time. First time he could not find a name for this amazing East. He came here second time. Second time he came here in 1501. So this is all. So even if the name India, because the name wasn't India, the name was Hindustan. Hindustan. That was the name of here. And it did not mean Hindu, a religion. It meant people were living life in the most amazing way. It was totally full of Sanatana Dharma. And Sanatana Dharma, Dharma is not something you call religion or religious. Dharma is a way of living. Sanatana means a way of living as divine, oneness, wholeness, totalness. This, you need to know at least this. You are trying to take something out of the East, you need to understand a little. A little history is always good. Because these are important things. You need to know the base. So this is all. If you learn anything in your life, you at least need to see the base. If the base is strong, if the foundation is amazing, whatever you take, it will be good. If the base isn't right and you start gathering things from there, this will fall down, taking you also into a fall down. This is life. This is how you live life. You create a base, a foundation which is so strong, nothing can ever shake it. Otherwise, you will be trusting something, believing something, and people like me will come and shake you, and you get shaken. You already experienced, right? This is a little bit of this. Sigdamji, I was about to call you today, but the moment didn't come. So maybe if a moment appears, I'll call you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there is a question I had. Not a question, not even like a curiosity. It doesn't matter to me. Not even a feeling. It's something which just passed by. So I don't know what it is. So people here, when this me is here, what do you feel? How do you feel? Can I have short answers? One word, two words. Or those who want to answer, you don't have to answer. It's not your course. It's just a lingering thing. How do you feel? What do you feel?
Awanji.
Can I go?
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
you go.
All right.
No, it hasn't been a single moment in which I stood up and went out during your class, even it is like midnight 1:30 or something. So It is like whatever you say, it catches us and don't feel like moving from this path. So I think we are trying to get more than what we're supposed to. That's what I think. Yeah, Joe, you go ahead.
Okay. Mine is pretty short and sharp. I would say Pawanji, it's actually discovery, experience, and connection. That's how I feel whenever in your class.
I will just call Bhakti Yoga Shastra.
Maybe they forgot,
Yeah, maybe. He doesn't forget it. Maybe he just got busy. He seldom forgets. I mean, honor of a school, how can he forget? That's
He
how I
doesn't
feel.
sleep, yeah.
Yeah, he can't sleep. He has to
He have
organize
homework. He have
so many
homework.
so many courses he has to organize. हम्म हम्म हाँ क्लास हो गई है
Yeah. Pawanji, can I say something since you asked that question?
Yeah, I didn't ask a question. Don't
No,
say
I
that.
mean feeling, you want to know how
I don't want to
everybody's
know.
feeling.
I don't want to even know. It's only a lingering. That's it.
Oh,
So
just,
yeah.
like when I changed my life 6 years ago. So few months ago, I knew that it's not going anywhere. I was just doing some asana parts and doing few other activities. But since we started,
Sigdamji, can you mute yourself?
Ah,
there you go. No,
Yeah.
so after starting the Yin yoga classes, then I felt that it's going at a faster rate I ever thought would ever happen. So I'm trying to keep up with all the information, all the knowledge you are giving, and sometimes I still find it hard and confusing, and I think might be going too fast. But now I am at a point where I can catch up with the speed you are going at. It's a good journey. I mean,
Yeah,
I like
actually,
it.
this
Yeah.
yoga TTC should be like 1 year. I can
Yeah.
earn a hell lot of money also, fixed income. I don't have to worry. And it's not about that. It's about going. Then people can actually move along. In 22
Right.
days, 26 days, you have to gather so much when it is
Yeah.
still in the phase when you are trying to first gather knowledge. It does take time. Yeah, it really does take time. Either you have to be a fool like me who did his first TTC, did not even take a notebook, a pen, pencil. The school offered, but I was like, you please skip it. So it was another kind of thing. I'm not saying I was right in that, but that's how I think it had to start. Because
Yeah.
before that, whenever I was with my teachers, and once when I was about to write something, the teacher stopped talking. So I was like, what happened? So he did not say anything, but it got to a understanding that what he was trying to say got me into understanding that there is something else. And It happens, it's okay. So we are all different. We are all
Yeah.
unique. We are all amazing. We are all beautiful. We have our own ways. No harm in it. But 26 days, 28 days, it doesn't help. It really doesn't help because you have to gather so very much. I mean, when it is time
That's,
for you to
yeah.
sleep, you have to keep awake. It's difficult. I mean, sleep is
That,
a
yeah.
beautiful thing.
That's why a lot of people take it many times so that they get the whole knowledge, eventually,
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah.
is, but yeah, but still 26 days is a very small time. What
Yeah.
happened? Did he make me the host? That's the question. Oh, he made it. Sorry, he just went away. Okay, sorry, I wasted your time. And okay, so have your palms in front of you. Allow your little fingers and your ring finger to touch each other. And fold your thumb into your palm. And then interlace with your middle and your index finger, your thumb, so that your thumb hides. And then allow the nails, the tip of your index finger and your middle finger touch each other. And then bring the other fingers close towards each other. You can see. So this is your hand. Little finger touches, ring finger touches, the thumb moves in, and you cover your thumb with your middle and index finger. And then the tip of your middle finger, tip of your index finger touches, and these two fingers move towards each other to find yourself into this. Okay, so this is known as Shakti Mudra. Okay. What it does, we will understand later. For now, you just place it in front of a little below your heart and a little above your belly, navel, somewhere there. So think about these two fingers, the middle finger and the index finger, as if are moving in. They aren't moving in because of your palms, but still think that, okay? Think as if they are pressing into. A little pressure from your palms into your area above your navel and below your chest. Place it there, close your eyes, and just breathe. We'll be here for another 3 more minutes, so please simply breathe. Yeah, just breathe. That's all. You don't have to do anything else. Just eyes closed, keep breathing. Just a few more seconds here. Very gently place your palms on your thighs, palms facing up, keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Gently blink open your eyes. Okay. So this was Shakti Mudra. Okay. Shakti means energy, and Shakti also denotes to Shiva Shakti, so feminine, and says an energy. See, is the Prakriti moving into a Purusha? Okay, so Prakriti converting into Purusha. So that means a transformation. This mudra denotes a transformation of energies. Yes, so this is what we generally do. If people follow mudras and they want to have their chakras balanced and things going right, this is for your Muladhara chakra. This is related. No, sorry, this is related to your Swadhisthana and Muladhara. Not only Muladhara, this is related to Swadhisthana and Muladhara chakra. So with time, as you move deeper into the mudra and your time starts to increase from 4 minutes to somewhere around 15 minutes, you will start to move from Muladhara towards your Anahata chakra. This is why we keep it in middle of these two chakras, somewhere around that. Okay. So what does it actually, that's what it does. It transforms the energy, because our Manipura chakra is more of related to survival. So not a fear of survival, it's based upon survival. So when we are there still, so until we are in our Manipura chakra, we are more into just the physical body, the first body. Okay? It's only a movement. We are trying to move towards the second kosha, that is pranamaya kosha. From anamaya kosha, it's only a small step, not even a good step, just a small step towards pranamaya kosha. So as time increases, the movement becomes bigger. So the steps starts to become bigger and bigger. And when they start to become bigger and bigger, they move towards the Anahata chakra. So because this is more into the Manipura chakra and it is about survival, whatever decisions we make, so those decisions are based upon realm upon our karmas and faith. So this is how we keep on living. So this is how, I mean, karma is like whatever is stored. So according to that, we create life. So we think about studying, then finding a job. These are all karmas. These are all gathered information. Nothing to do with our karmas. This is a collective karma gathered from outside. And we place them as if they are also for us to do. We have to do, we have to survive. So we do it in that way. But as you move deeper and deeper, you move into the second kosha, pranayama kosha, that is moving towards your anahata chakra. As you move there, just close by, not even reaching there, but you reach close. So you move into your pranayama kosha to reach near your anahata chakra. You become a little more at ease with life and whatever is life according to you. You just become a little more ease because now your decisions are based upon your higher self. You understand that you are one who can change the course of your karmas and you can create your own fate or destiny, whatever we say. So this is based upon your higher self. So this is a movement. So this mudra is that. It's a transformation from the lower level to higher self level. So it's a transformation. So you should generally practice this for starting with 4 minutes, 3 times a day, 2 times a day, at least. And gradually, if you can take it to around 15, 20 minutes, magic starts to happen on its own. You don't do anything, you just sit. So, actually, in life, everything happens only by sitting. So, I'm not saying you can get food and get a house and everything by just sitting, but only by sitting you will understand how to get a house, how to make money. You might have even experienced this. You study, then you take a little break, you sit down, you calculate with all your gathered informations, internet, what jobs should I look for, where should I give my interviews. So you did take a time. So you need to understand, even to do this, whatever we say we are doing in the material world, we take a time break always. And it is only in that time break that the next thing occurred and happened. We'll not talk about anything about that right now, but so if you start doing this here in this moment, think about the possibilities which will arrive in your life. You have a habit of sitting for 1 2 minutes. In that time you just have to convert it into somewhere 15 to 20 minutes twice a day. Amazing things will happen. Actually, magical things will happen in your life totally. Nobody can stop it. No one. Yeah. So, so this is all. This is all you need to sometimes do. So in the morning we were talking about Mukti Mudra related to your Muladhara and Swadhisthana. In this mudra, we are talking about Manipura and Anahata Chakra. And we'll do one more mudra sitting and then we will discuss something. So for your next mudra, both palms, your ring finger and your index finger touch the tip of your thumb. So all the three tips are touching each other and your middle finger and your little finger are spread wide and you place them on your thighs to start with and keep them on your thighs. We don't do anything else now. So you just keep them on your thighs, rolling your shoulder up back and lengthening your spine. Close your eyes. All you will be doing is just breathing, doing nothing. We'll be doing it for 4 minutes. So please try to be there for your next 4 minutes. your next inhalation, you will just release those two fingers from your thumb so that your palm is widespread, your fingers are widespread. So keep your eyes closed for a few breaths. Okay, very gently open your eyes. Okay, so this is known as your mudra, Rudra mudra. Rudra mudra also is known as Shiva mudra, is also in ancient culture of yogic science, it was known as Adi Yogi mudra. So Adi Yogi was the first person who introduced yoga into human lives. So he is the highest of the highest. Shiva is said to be the mightiest of the mightiest, and Adi Yogi was said to be the highest of the highest. So, so highest of highest means what? The ultimate of the ultimate. So when we are doing this mudra, we are actually making ourselves more and more centered, more and more grounded. So when we start to be totally grounded, the movement which we started with the other mudras, they convert into a different kind of sensibility because now we are able to move into the deepest of pranamaya kosha. So we are totally in our pranamaya kosha. The more grounded we are, the more easy it is to move into the layers of the body. Because if we are not even grounded, we can't move from the body because there is a fear. What will happen? So these kind of fears can develop. So we have to be first centered, grounded to move deeper. So this mudra, which generally is said to be working with our Manipura chakra only, but actually this mudra moves more deeper into the heart space because it is in our heart we know that we are warriors, we are strong beings, which means we are not less than a Rudra, we are not less than the ultimate, we are not less than the highest, the mightiest. It is that totalness which moves, develops into us. So when we are doing this, we are uniting the fire. So this is our fire, and we are uniting this fire. So we are making this fire and the earth element. Okay, this is our earth. When we are making this to meet, we are making the earth understand and the fire understand that they are inseparable. And when they are inseparable, and when we provide this finger into it, this is our air. When we provide air into it, so in the earth, even for the fire to exist, it needs air. So this is how we also balance these three elements within us. So you just need to have a little understanding. And when we are trying to balance these three elements within us, a total centeredness, a total groundness starts to develop within, because your earth, fire, and air, they now understand that they are dependable. If earth is not there, fire and air would have no value. So this is why it says that we get more and more centered, we become more and more grounded. Yeah. So this is also a mudra you can practice for 5 minutes twice a day. Gradually increase your time. It's not like possible for everyone, but 5 minutes, 4 or 5 mudras. If you don't, you can even do them doing your, asanas. So if you start sitting with a little kind of meditation, you have any kind of these mudras and you sit there. When you are in Savasana, you can still use your arms to get into Rudra. So there are always possibilities. We always have time. The only thing is giving priority. So once we start giving priority to this, then amazing things will happen. Right now, we are giving priorities to someone else. Their life is amazing. Just need to see this. Just need to understand a little. And these are simple things. You don't have to get complicated. You don't have to read or go into internet searching for this. If I give more importance to my wife, would be wife, maybe not. Suppose I have a wife and I give her the most importance, that everything in her life should be nice and nice and nice. So she is using her own energy for making her life better, and I am also giving that energy. Her life will be amazing. What about me? So this is the thing. You need to be a little self-centered. At least centered. At the end, the self will get lost on its own. Right now, think about yourself also. Sometime you can always, you have to give priority. This is the very, very basic thing. Unless you give priority to this, things are hard to happen. How can they even happen? So these are basic things. So yeah, these are some mudras I particularly use. And the last mudra I use is a lotus mudra. So your little finger touch themselves and your thumb tip touch themselves. You place it in front of your heart, feeling that lotus, because this, when the feeling of lotus comes, the blossoming happens from Anahata to Agya Chakra, they totally unite. So because I would say the stem is here and the flower will be blooming somewhere here. So this is a blooming. This is the opening of that eye, which starts from here. So sending this to here is like sending myself from Pranamaya Kosha to Manomaya Kosha, which is here, and then sending myself into Vijnanamaya Kosha. So it's only about sending oneself from the third body to the fourth body. It's only a step. Because if you really want to understand about chakras, this is the only chakra till where we can work on. We cannot work on this chakra. Once we have worked till here, this will do what it has to do on its own. So we only have to be focused on these chakras, these 6 chakras. And if you don't have time, you can simply activate this chakra. You don't have to work on it. Everything will get worked on their own. It's a little hard way, but also the only shortcut, I think. Yoga does not have shortcut. I think this is the only shortcut yoga ever made people found out. Some yogis are amazing. They found out that there is a shortcut. The only shortcut is that you don't even have to think about anything else. My experiences says that if you can work into your heart chakra, you start with your heart chakra, forget about your 3 chakras. and then you can move there. But that is also a little hard. So at least you stay in your Manipura chakra. If that is hard, stay in your Swadhisthana. Begin from your Muladhara. No right and wrong. You can work from here. You can start from here. You can start from here. Wherever you want to feel, you can start. But this is, I mean, this is out of all these six, this is the easiest chakra to activate. What I want to really say is this is the easiest way to get it activated. Your third eye is very, very easy to open. So all you need to understand is of moving from physical body to pranamaya kosha to your manomaya kosha, so that you can move towards vijnanamaya kosha on its own. It's a push. If you are in your manamaya kosha, if you are totally in your manamaya kosha for a few days, months, weeks, a year or two, there is a push on its sudden. It will happen on its sudden. Because when you can stay in your manamaya kosha for a longer amount of time, there is no more what we call mind. So the mind disappears. It is empty. When it is empty, it knows it has nothing to do. So because it has nothing to do, the only thing is what was its object, which was disturbing it, it just pushes it away. It does not know how to push it down, so it just pushes it up, and your Agya chakra opens on your own. So this is the only thing. You have to stay in your Manomaya Kosha for a certain period of time. That is why I think I work with Manipura, Anahata, and this. This is what I prefer to teach. Also, it just makes easy. Because when you are working with your Manipura, you are already centered. You are centered because you get into a centered, you get into a groundness, which means what? There is no more fear. So fear disappears, Swadhisthana on its own gets balanced. You are grounded, Muladhara on its own grounds. That's the work of Muladhara. So we can start from Manipura, Anahata to activate this. That's my preferences. Don't follow me. I'm not saying anyone to follow me, but I think this is the easiest to activate. Okay, anyways, that's all for mudras. These are the 4 basic mudras I prefer, but still there will be 3 more mudras which I will definitely share with you in the next class. You can work on them. They are like similar, same, different. That's the kind. Okay. Okay, I was just right now, when you were doing this practice, I had this amazing mail coming to me. And this mail was from someone, someone in the sense, some personality, and he's a personality, a definite great kind of personality. And so have you heard the name of Ronaldo? Ronaldo, the football player, he's a football player.
Wow.
No.
You
no
get
comment.
So
you get
this
email
is-
from him?
I get email from
Wow.
VRC.
Is my
We are
is
same.
my
What he sent
okay.
me was a picture that yesterday he was interviewing. He had this interview, not like yesterday, just some hours ago. He had this interview with the EU, European
Yeah,
football is going on.
the
So
mhm.
he had this interview and he was sitting in the press, in front of the press, with 2 bottles of Coca-Cola being there. Okay? So he sided those Coca-Cola bottles to the next desk and he started drinking water. And I had shares in Coca-Cola. I have shares invested and my shares fell down somewhere around 83% in a day, all because of Ronaldo. Yeah? So this was a message from Ronaldo. He was sorry to everyone who has Coca-Cola shares. It's amazing. So these are people. I mean, these are people who bring change in this world. They have the courage because EU is totally sponsored by Coca-Cola. Whatever payment Ronaldo will get is from Coca-Cola. But he said, I don't want a, not even a single dollar from Coca-Cola because I don't drink it. I will not advertise for it. So this is how, I mean, it's okay. He's rich, he's wealthy, he has a hell lot of money. That's another part of the thing. But values. So if we lose our values, where shall we go? We are always every day losing our values. What we are not that because we want everyone to be happy with us. We want to make everyone happy so that our happiness is contained. It's not our value. That is not our value. This is what I wanted to say out of that mail from. So this is my understanding. This is my understanding still. So these are valuable people, assets. These are not objects and subjects. These are assets in this world. So if we try, if we are here and we have a certain purpose to fulfill, why not become a asset, a valuable asset to this universe? We will be doing hell lot of amazing things. We can do great things in this world only by becoming a asset. But how to become a asset? That is a big question. So actually a big question, but a very simple solution. You just live your life simply. So the moment you start to live your life in simplicity, you start to become a asset. So this is all. Anyways, maybe it's not important for you all to know, but I just felt it to be shared. Okay, so okay. So generally what happens, people are seeking. They are seeking, desiring to only make all their wants, their dreams to come true. This is all everybody is doing almost. If you look back into your lives, this is all you have been doing. This is all maybe you are still doing. And this is maybe what you will be still doing. Not bad. I'm not saying anything is bad, not wrong. But you need to think what you seek right now, what you desire, what your dreams are, what your everything is. They have a limitations. They have a limitations because maybe you started studying for some years, you went into the college, spent some 3 to 5 years there, thinking about a job. You spent another 2 to 3 years finding that perfect job. You wanted a promotion, stayed there for maybe 5 years. Also for the businessman, the stages are the same. And then you thought of having a family, so you started dating or maybe living with someone, and you kept on investing your time. Then maybe you wanted to have kids, you got kids, spending more time on your kids, seeing them grow, making their dreams come true. You have been working and working. In everything, actually, what you were seeking, it started with you, but it ends with someone else. You need to just look back into your life. Is it not almost 93% of this world doing? So out of 100%, if 93% are doing this, how can a change in this universe ever come? It's not possible. And then people want to talk about the world needs to change, this needs to change, that needs to change. How? How is it ever possible? So it's only If you see deeply, it is only that everyone is fooling themselves. If you really have to look back, this is why I said if you keep writing your thoughts and after a week or 10, if you check back, you will totally find you are fooling your own self every day almost in a new way. You are finding more and more tricks to make a fool out of you. Only to impress the outer world, you are in a constant working of fooling yourself. The reality is what you called the self knows it. Because it knows it, does the conflicts and thus miserable kind of life. Miserable means you are not contained and satisfied. If you are not able to be happy for 24 hours, only 24 hours in a day you are not able to be happy, you are the most miserable person in this universe. You just need only 24 hours to be happy in a day. A day, only 24 hours of happiness. If you can't be even do this, think what are you doing? You are wasting a beautiful life which is contained in this flesh, blood, and skin. Then you want your energies to rise up. You want your kundalinis to rise up. You want this to happen. You want your emotions to move out. You want an amazing life. How is it possible? It's not possible. Out of out of a day, only 24 hours doesn't even mean anything. Just 24. It's only a small number. Your ages are actually more than that already. Most of your ages. You have lived more than that many number. So stop fooling yourself. Until you stop fooling yourself, lots of things which should happen will not happen. Just try one day to be happy for 24 hours. If you don't feel nice the next day, you stay, live as you want. Just only one day. Try. Don't make a fool for one day out of your own self. And making fool people think they are the most smartest, intelligent people in this world. At least this is what you should not do. This is my, if anybody wanted advice from me, this is my advice. If you didn't want, I'm sorry, I gave my advice for free. So this is the only advice I have. So if you see your life, it is all about time and energy. So you spend so much time. Can you bring that back? All your time? You are every day spending 2 hours, 2.5 hours, almost every day listening to me. Can you bring this 2.5 hours back? Nobody can bring it back. Time is constantly running out of our hands. And if time is running constantly out of our hands, and this energy or the life, what we say, life is an energy. This energy also, if it keeps on running along with that time, how much energy you will now have to gather again to have this kundalini even rise. So stop wasting at least your energy. Time you can't control. We cannot. We all will have only 24 hours in a day. Okay. And it's nice that we cannot increase the time. In 24 hours, you are already miserable for so many hours. If I have to increase these hours more, you will be more miserable. So it's nice. It is only limited to 24. So we can't control time, which is running out of our hands, but we can enhance this energy into a different level, little by little. We are not trying to have it one in a day itself, but little by little. Every day, if you start to enhance your energy in a little different way, think about your life will definitely change for the best. Totally change, not just little, it will totally change. You will become something new. This is what in yoga is called by rebirth. So you are same and you just now are different. So it's a rebirth, a new birth of your own self. Now you are that self which has been born. I need to get there. So time is a reality, energy is also a reality. So time passes by, energy, if it also passes along with time, then something is wrong. Either you don't know how to live life, or either you have been taught something very, very wrong deeply. So if you are taught wrong, what do? You throw it away, kick that away. The moment you start to kick that away, you become empty. You start to become empty. When you start to become empty, now fresh energy can make a way. This is what I keep saying. It's simple. I mean, everything is so very simple. There is nothing even complicated. Doing asanas is still more complicated. Doing pranayamas is still more complicated. But doing this, and in the end, if you see, you don't even do anything. You just flip. That's it. This is the easiest thing to do. Easy seems to be the most hardest thing. This is the question. This is a very big question, actually. Why people can't do easy things? Because if you see deep, our parents, our teachers, the schools, the universities, offices, colleagues, business, everyone taught you have to fight, 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 fight. We have become a fighter. But a fighter also needs so much in him. You know the pose Virabhadrasana, warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3. So his name is Virabhadrasana, and he was a fighter for Lord Shiva. So a shape of Lord Shiva. So he was a warrior, but warrior with grace, full of grace. This is why that pose is so very amazing. If you just move into the pose, you won't even feel it. Feel it from deep inside. If you do asanas, do it 100%, as if you are becoming that Virabhadrasana. You are becoming that warrior. And after few breaths, you should feel you are that Virabhadrasana, the warrior. And then you experience it when you move out of your mat. Make it a living experience in the world. Then these asanas will do something for you. Otherwise, yes, you will have strong muscles, strong legs, everything will be strong. But this strong will go away. Time is fleeting, energy is fleeting, it will go away. You should feel. So do asanas, but feel. But I see people only doing asanas. The teacher keeps on talking, but the teacher is also keeps on talking. So energy is going out. Now in India, when yoga was taught in the ancient culture, they did not say anything, the teachers. And maybe I was blessed to meet some of the teachers who never said me anything. They just showed and I surrendered. That's it. I'm not saying I followed them. I surrendered. You have to surrender somewhere. Somewhere you have to totally surrender. In surrendering, there is no question. In surrendering, there is nothing to ask. In surrendering, there is a total faith, trust. Only if you have a deep trust and faith, you can surrender. And when you surrender, then life happens. Because otherwise, if I'm continuously fighting, I'm not getting this, and I'm rushing over it. I won that, this and that and that and this. How can life even happen? It wants to happen something else, and I am fighting focused only here. Life was to happen this way. I am focused here, holding on to something. How can life even happen? You need to understand these are simple, basic things. Very, very simple. This is why sit. Sit more. Yeah. If you start to sit, SIT, sit more with yourself, beautiful things will happen. You need to learn this art of sitting, because without sitting, you will be only in your five senses. You will be always contained in your physical body. You might think sometimes, but actually, that is thinking. I want this. I want a peaceful life. This is only a thought. Because the mind did not have any other thought, this thought came. And now you are trying to be peaceful. You cannot try. How can you try? If you try, that means you have to gather something from outside. It is already here. You only have to watch, become a little more aware, see how it is, start to feel, and then experience. Don't do that feeling which comes from outside. When you have feelings from outside, you will try. You will try to do. When the feeling arises from inside, you start to experience. This is a simple trick. These are simple, simple tricks you should follow in your life so that you can enhance your energy in a very different way. And you know, the biggest crime in this world, if somebody asks me what is the biggest crime, for me is when this body can't allow this life to become life. This is the biggest crime. Stop doing these crimes. Okay? Start to not do these kind of crimes. And once this kind of crime disappears, simply just you can even feel it. You don't have to think about it or imagine. You can feel the whole world. If everybody is living to their full potential, if everybody is making their life to be enhanced, their energy to move out, greediness, wanting, this and that, everything will start dropping. All borders will be no more borders. We won't need politicians to rule us. We won't need policemen or societies or all those people, big peoples to be there. We don't need anyone. Everyone is in that state of oneness. No quarrels, no fighting, no terrors, nothing. It's actually, we have to change. And unless we change, the world will not change. This is very simple. Okay. Anybody has a doubt over it or a question? No one? That's amazing. Okay. From tomorrow, a new world is arising. I, I believe in that. A new world is there to come. Okay, you have anything to ask? Anything? Someone related to the course, related to anything. I'm all okay. Because you know, if your Kundalini has to arise, let me make it very, very simple. If your Kundalini ever has to arise, you have to move into your third body. Unless you are in your Manomaya Kosha, the Kundalini will always be dangerous. Very, very simple thing to understand. Okay, in your physical body, you can allow that energy to arise. You will be full of so much energy. If you are in your physical body, the ego will arise at the very most top level, the ahamkara at its peak, and you are full of energy. Think about what you will be doing. You will be destroying many lives in different ways, ultimately destroying your own life. Okay, if you are more into your first body, a little into your second body, at least there is now a sense, because second body is pranamaya kosha. So pranamaya kosha, prana means energy. At least you are in a state of becoming a energy in a controlled way. But if you remain in your first body only and your kundalini arises, it's going to be horrible. It definitely is going to be horrible. So even if you
Pavanji,
are, yes,
sorry, can you talk more about the koshas?
koshas, there are 5 koshas generally. There are like 10 bodies, but we talk, the
Mhm.
yogic science says 5 koshas. The first is Anamaya kosha, second is Pranamaya kosha, third is Manomaya kosha, fourth is Vijnanamaya kosha, the fifth is Anandamaya kosha. The first kosha is your physical body. The second kosha is all about your prana. The third is about your mind. But you need to understand this. This Manomaya kosha, the word man, M-A-N, comes from the deep root Sanskrit word man, M-A-N. It's same, but it is man. Man means the mind. Until the mind is developed, until the mind functions the way it should be functioning, anybody calling them a man, a human, a man, they are only imitating with limitations. He or she hasn't become a man, not at all. It is where the animals live. Animals can only move till their pranamaya kosha. That's their limitation. Okay, so if you don't even develop your mind, how can you become a human? This is why I call we are a process of becoming human beings. We are not human beings. We have taken it for granted. We are human beings because we see animals lower than us. We see birds, insects lower than us. This is why it's an ego. It is not human. To have ego, many writers have written to have ego is human. It is not. Not at all it can be. If you are human, you can't have ego. That's it. So if you have ego, you need to understand you are far from human. Yeah, you are a process. That's okay. If you say I am a process to become a human being, perfect. Don't call yourself human. Don't do that. You are not allowed to do that because you are only fooling your own self. And this is the biggest crime. Don't fool yourself. regular basis for how many hours you are fooling yourself every day. Think about it. If people start to make a fool out of you every hour, how will you feel? You are making this energy look like a fool. It's not happening. So your manomaya kosha, pranamaya is your breath. That is why prayanama came into existence. Manomaya kosha is your man. This is why meditation came into people. Vijnanamaya kosha is a state where you have moved above your mind, total intelligence, spontaneous living. This is when the word samadhi started arising. Anandmaya kosha is bliss, the state above samadhi, the seventh samadhi. So once you reach the seventh samadhi, you are in a state of total bliss. This is all. I mean, if you want to study deep, that's another part. But very generally speaking, if you understand only this much, everything happens. And I told you, I think in the morning, don't try to have experiences or don't try to question things which are not in your experience. Right now, I am angry. I am at times jealous. I am at times selfish. I know these I should question. I don't have an experience of samadhi. No point of me asking what is samadhi, how to get samadhi. No point. It's not happening because getting answers from outside doesn't change. It will only stay here. Critical thinking is dangerous, and you will be creating more and more critical thinking. Then you have to look into someone else's life, someone on the internet, on Google, read more books, go to more teachers, find a guru, scriptures. It's a wastage of time. So only be concerned with what is your experience. This way you won't be wasting energy. So what is in your experience? I am angry. Why? I find myself in a state of fear. Why? These are our experiences right now. Be there. Understand what is yours. These experiences right now are yours. Question about them. Work on them. Samadhi, nirkalpa, samsara, these are not in our experiences. No point in asking questions about them. It will only confuse you more. Confusion is not good. Too much confusion is not good. A little confusion is good, and then you start your journey. That's all. Confusion should only help you to start your journey. Once you start your journey, there should be no confusion now. Starting this journey, even if there is confusion, it's a danger. Something is wrong. You were confused, that is why yoga. Now, even still after yoga, you are confused. Something is, and then people say, I have been doing this for so many times, so many months. I still don't think it is working for me. How the hell it can work for you? You are still confused. You still are doubting whom? Yourself. You can't doubt yoga. It has happened for Jesus Christ. It has happened for Lord Buddha. It has happened for Lord Krishna. It has happened for so many people. It's not wrong. There is only something wrong here. So work on that. Work what is wrong in you. So this is why if you really want your Kundalini to arise and make amazing experience, if you really want to experience amazing things with your Kundalini rising, at least move into the third body. Stay in your third body for as long Or in your 24 hours, at least practice to stay there for starting with 2 to 3 hours, increasing it, making it for 24 hours. And then one day, if you make it 24 hours, the next day you don't have to try for it. It just is on an automatic mode. So this is the best flight. The only starting it needs to be there. It can then fly and land automatically, again fly automatically. Otherwise, planes also, they also run on autopilot, but then the pilot is needed, at least to land. But this life, you don't have to do anything. You can land whenever you want, automatic, you can start flying automatic. So you need to move into your third body. To move into the third body, simple thing is, you need to understand that this fingers, this hand, this skin, this face is not you. You need to understand this totally. Okay? You need to take care about it. That's a little physical thing. You have to do it. But that's all you have to do it. You don't have to buy costly products and make yourself white. It won't help. Understand, right? You don't have to have a wig. I don't have hair, I don't have. I don't need to transplant or implant hair into me. Who cares? If I one day don't even have a single hair, who cares? I can still breathe, I can still eat, I can still walk. What is the point of the hair? So this is how you have to move out from this body. The food you eat makes you, that's good. Don't desire too much. Eat what will keep this body perfect. That's it. Now the whole world can make pizzas and burgers and this and that, chow means and Maggies. Why the hell do you need them? You already got what you needed to make yourself. That's all. So this is how you start. And once you do that, then your name drops, your gender drops, your personalities starts to drop. Because if I'm not a body, how can I be Pawan? How can I be a man? How can I be someone's son? How can I be someone's husband? How can I be someone's father? All these mask personas starts to drop. When these start to drop, you start to move into your second layer. Now for this second layer, you need to understand, you need to breathe normally. Do you breathe normally? Normally? So what is normal breathing, PKG?
Normal breathing is without any interruption in inhale and exhale.
So what do you do when you normally breathe?
I'm just breathing. I don't unconsciously, there's no focus on it.
That's the thing. Anybody? What does normal breathing mean?
Is it
Breathing with awareness?
No, awareness is far thing. Is it in your experience? Are you aware while sleeping? Are you?
No.
Then why? I right now said, right? Don't talk about things which are not in your experience. Don't even think about them. Don't think. Last 2 days, I think you have been doing and sitting with me. I don't even say become aware of your breath. I used to say that. I have stopped doing that. Because by now I understand almost every one of you. I totally understand. What questions are rising, I understand. Someone asks, how questions you ask me and how does it come? This is how it comes. You are totally clear. Nothing is there. You are not anymore hiding from here. Everything is clear. So yeah, normal breathing, anyone?
Yeah, I would say, sorry, I would say when the diaphragm is working properly, and so when you breathe from the belly because the diaphragm goes down, and I think we have a tendency maybe because of stress to, I don't know what happens, but the diaphragm is not working properly, and this is why we don't breathe properly from the belly. So the normal breathing would be when the diaphragm is working nicely.
Yeah, that is what is known as normal breathing. If you don't know, just watch babies while they are sleeping or while they are laying on the bed. Just watch them. The belly, even if it is a small belly, it rises up and it sinks in. Rises up, sinks in, rises up, sinks in. We are so focused now running in this life, our breath is also contained only in our hearts. Normal breathing is breathing from your belly. What the hell if your belly is big? Why are you so afraid of it? If I can't even accept my belly, which is big, how can I accept my whole self? And then how can I accept this whole world? It's so very simple thing. Breathe from your belly. Breathe. In the start, try. If you have to, try, watch, aware, be aware of it. Then simply and simply it will become a process. You will start to do it even unconsciously. Yeah. So if you're in your unconsciousness now, things aren't going right, you first need to do them consciously so that when they move into unconscious state, they are doing the same thing. So you have to start breathing from your belly. No shame in breathing from your belly. I don't have shame. I am shameless. Okay, in life you have to be totally naked. Unless you become naked, life won't happen for you. Naked, I don't mean what you understand by naked, maybe different things. Yeah, naked is be you. Totally. That's naked. This body is yours, at least for now. It is not you, it is yours. That's it. You are not the body, but the body right now is for the living being which is here. This body is for it. That's it. So once you start to breathe normal, your prana starts to flow free. Your inhalations and exhalation timings will start to have a different level of sense. Your inhalations will become shorter, your exhalations will become longer on its own. Start consciously, maybe counting total with awareness, and then it will become normal. Even in unconscious state, it will move that. And so you need to, this is why pranayama is so very, pranayama is only to make your inhalations and exhalations, your breathing process to become normal. Fabiola ji said that yes, the diaphragm when you inhale should move down. When you exhale, your diaphragm should lift up. That's it. That is normal breathing. So check for your diaphragm. If your diaphragm isn't working in that way, you have to learn how to breathe. Such an important thing to do in your life, learn breathing, and you are trying to fix the whole world outside. This is all. This is why I said life is so simple. If you sit with yourself, you will understand. I don't even know how to breathe, and I'm trying to change the whole world. I'm trying to raise my kids become into engineers and scientists so that They can earn well, they can live their living. They will do it on their own. You don't have to be too much focused about it. What the hell will happen? The moment they become a scientist and the breath from you disappears, now, now what? Your son is a scientist, your son is an engineer. Now what? What will you do now? You are no more there. Just think about this. Just don't make a joke of this amazing life. Don't do this. Don't. This should be your sadhana at least for 21 days. If you really want to be very serious, do this. For 21 days, don't make a joke of your life. Do this sadhana and then see what happens. You just have to be very, very serious. It's coming to the end of your course now. After you are just almost on the verge of ending the course, and if you are still making a joke of your life, this whole TTC is just a waste of time. Don't make that. Don't waste anything. Don't even waste your money and time. Time along with energy, money along with energy. Because first you had to earn it, energy was gone, then you earned it. Spending your time, giving your energy. Time is gone, you can't bring it back. Money gone, you can't bring it back. Energy which you invested, at least double that. This is in your hands. Yeah. Then we move from pranayama. When your breathing becomes normal, when your prana free flows into all parts of you, everything becomes water. It becomes free flowing, just like water. Waves starts to move amazingly. When your waves starts to move amazingly, tensions disappear, worries disappear, thoughts disappear, feelings disappear. A chest is needed. Chest is said to be the emergency center. In times when there is danger, yes, chest breathing is okay. This is only for that. Suppose right now I am sitting here and my whole house starts to get in a fire and I am concentrated on belly breathing, it won't happen because I can't even run and move. Then breathing from the chest is okay. A tiger appears in front of me and I am focused on belly breathing, I can't even run. I have to take shallow breathings in that time. That's okay. But that is only for emergency, not for your living. Your breathing is shallow, it won't help you. How can you find that space for energy? You need to create space for the energy. So your breathing needs to become normal. And once these feelings, tensions, worries starts to disappear, you start to move into your manomaya kosha, into your man, the mind. No feelings, no worries, no thoughts, free flow. Now the energy which got always wasted on them, this has a work to do. This will develop amazing kind of energies for you. That is the energy which has to first be in you for this energy to rise. This is why this is so very important. To first develop your three bodies. Once you have developed, once you are in your Manomaya Kosha, now Kundalini rises. No blockage. Free flow rising. And then life happens. This is all. This is all you have to practice. Just move from your physical to your Manomaya Kosha. And that's it. You don't need to now experience or even learn about your Vijnana and Anandmaya. At least stay in your Manomaya Enjoy your Manomaya Kosha, third body. So then you start practicing to stay in your Manomaya Kosha. First in your day for some time, some hours, some minutes, start with minutes, convert it into hours, take them longer. And then when you sleep, you are in your Manomaya Kosha. No dreams, no tomorrow, no future. You are totally awake even when you are asleep. This is the state. This is where you reach. Then that sleep is totally deep sleep. You know what is deep sleep? Deep sleep is when the mind is not working. That is deep sleep. And you don't have any more dreams. You don't have tomorrow. You don't have a future. You are totally awake. This is what we called awakened. That's it. So once you are in your Manomaya Kosha, you are already awakened. You are enlightened. And the more you stay in there, this chakra, this third eye, just opens up. You'll start feeling a different kind of heat. All 24 hours, it will be heated. Do you know what normal life should be? Your feet should be totally cold and cool. Not like cold when you die, not that cold, but cool. You should not feel any heat from your soles till your belly. This whole region needs to be cool. You touch and you feel like you are touching ice. This is how. Then from your heart center till this, there should be as a fire, flames of fire. Here, if you touch, you should feel burning. That's it. This is the deepest secret. You may look into the whole of the internet and as many schools you want to. A very few people will be able to tell you this. And I'm not telling you, I got it from my teachers. Today, when I was sitting, my teacher was talking to me. So I shared it with you. This is the deepest secret. From the soles of your feet till your navel, it should be cool. Anybody touches you, they should feel like, it's cold. If they hug you and their heart and your heart touches, they should feel it's so hot. And don't go into those books where they say, cool, be cool, be cool. So be cool, then be cool. You know how you have studied be cool, become cool now. What's the point in studying a phrase or a idiom or a line if you can't even become that? No point in studying them. It's only a wastage of your energy. You have to understand. These are very, very simple things. And this all becomes cool when your pranamaya kosha is working totally amazingly. This will suddenly become cool. Because right now you are breathing into your lungs. This is why your heart is cold. You may say, no, I am not a cold-hearted person. There is no good in staying a cold-hearted person. What the hell will you do staying a cold-hearted person? What good will you do to the world? No point in staying cold-hearted person. You should be warm, hot-hearted person. If not hot, at least warm. Warm-hearted person change their life and change others' life. Cold, you know that, cold people, how can they even change? Then you don't feel connection with everyone. Otherwise, you can connect to everyone. Online, offline, doesn't matter. Because without connection, you can't even express yourself. By the grace of my teachers and my guru, I am able to express myself totally, whoever is in front of me on the screen. It's because of connections. I see and I connect. That's it. The very first day I see you, I read your name, I am already connected. I don't have to try to work for it. Why do I have to work for it? Because you are also alive, I am alive, already connected. Why do now I have to think? If she has been doing yoga for 20 years, I am just doing for 2.5 years. What if they ask me this? Well, the very first day I know what you can ask me. Okay? Until the course ends, I will know how many questions you still will have. If you really want to test me, I can send you the whole list of what questions will be there when the day ends. And then nothing. There is no secret. Sikdamji, do you agree?
Yes, I do. There is no secret.
There is no secret. We try to keep secrets as if you can't keep them. So this is why there is a talk. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Why the hell do we need secrets? Why the hell? What good will you do keeping your secrets? Can't do any good keeping your secrets. They won't serve you. They do serve you in the physical world. It's okay. Keep those secrets. I'm not saying share your bank account with me. I'm not saying that. Did I say that, PKG? I did not ask your credit card number, right?
No, sir.
Yeah. So I didn't even ask your PIN. I mean, I didn't even ask your credit card number. Then I need a PIN. I'm not going there. So keep those secrets. Keep your business secrets. That's good. You can't say it to your employees. Otherwise, they will be also having a same kind of business and your business. So this is thing. This is another part of thing. But that's it. But if someone asks you, sir, how can I also one day grow a business? Share it. Share it. You just have to share. This is what you do. You just share. This is what this is meant to be here, to share. When you share, you receive more. This is yoga's pure magic. The more you give, the more you receive. The less you have, you are always fulfilled. And then, even if I die and I go to hell, I can live well. That's it. Otherwise, you are dreaming of going to a heaven and paradise. I am not even concerned. Even if somebody lands me in the hell, I can live my life totally. This is all. And this did not come just by chance. It came with dedications. It came with efforts. It came with practice. It came with devotion, surrendering, trusting, hard work. It did take. Now it doesn't take anything. That's invested. That much energy invested is this energy here. You can even understand people very simply. If you feel your energies are depleted, if you feel as if uneasiness, you will understand those are the people who are living in their body, Annamaya Kosha. You will totally understand. This is a deep secret. These are some of the secrets. You will totally understand. This people is only concerned about. So this people from me will only want help so that he can or she can make something for their life. They are not giving you back anything. You won't receive anything from there. They will only suck your energies. I call these people sucker of energy. Yeah, so I meet a person, if it feels, I take 2 steps back. No shame. What the hell somebody can think? Why does it matter? This matters to me. When you meet people who are living in their pranamaya kosha, you will feel like attraction. You will feel like something is happening in your life. You will feel as if nothing is going out of you. This is what happens. When you meet people who are in their manomaya kosha, you feel something is growing in you. You are experiencing, you are developing. This is what happens. And this is where we stop. We don't want to go into Vijnanamaya Kosha. Make it experience and then maybe we will talk even about Vijnanamaya Kosha. Now, that's another kosha to talk about. That's a different kosha. So just make your life experiences. So the more experience you start to make, you will enhance your energies into the ultimate levels. Your whole energy system will start to change. Then you will find that this life is worth living. This earth is the best place to live ever. Then you don't want to die. This is not attachment. This is different kind of thing because you won't find any other place better than earth. Then it looks like, oh my God, you live 24 hours happy and your whole day ends like it just started. You live miserably, your whole day seems to be so long. You have experiences, right? Sometimes you feel as if the day is not ending, and sometimes you feel, oh my God, the day started and it already ended. This is how you understand. So when your day ends very quickly, you are enhancing your energies. Okay, so this is deep Kundalini yoga, the depth of Kundalini. Move into your Manomaya and work for your Kundalini. This will help. There will be no danger. Nothing will happen. Because I said the very one day, I think when we talked, I talked about mental states. Because if you are not in your Manomaya Kosha and your Kundalini arises, you won't even know what to do with this energy. Now you have so much energy, then the brain seems to be not working. Okay? And if you live in your Pranamaya Kosha also, what will happen? If your Pranamaya Kosha is totally cleared and you have moved into your Pranamaya Koshas, you will 6 months before know the next disease to happen into your physical body. You know this. Do you know this? Did you know about it? 6 months before. I don't want anything to happen to anyone, but if cancer is to happen to me, 6 months before, I can analyze it and I can start working on it. No cancer, no TB, all those kinds of diseases, what we say diseases. Now we say diseases. Diseases means I make way easy for that this to move into me. Diseases don't happen with your karmas. It doesn't happen with your past lives or all those. It happens because you allowed it to happen. Okay? If it happens to a child in his last state, that was the thought. Very simple. So if you start having your pranamaya kosha totally cleared, you won't have diseases because you will understand already when something isn't going right, when your breath is not normal, you will understand. You will work into it right away. Then you don't have to think about your three doshas, doshas. You don't have to think about, because you will already understand. This is why Ayurveda was there, at least to help you understand from the physical level, moving into your doshas. Doshas happen in your pranamaya kosha. They don't happen in your annamaya kosha, not in your first body. They happen in your second body. Pitta, kapha, vata, all in your prana, in your second body. So if you start balancing them there itself, work on them, the things to happen to your first body disappears. This is why you have to have that energy. What if you are working so hard on this path to make this life come true, but your pranamaya kosha is totally destroyed? You keep on running, 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 you reach nowhere. So this is why we work on these subtle bodies. Okay, so get into your normal breathing first, at least. That's easy. Sitting for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes is hard. Get into your normal breathing first. And then sitting will be of a different experience. We can't sit, you know why we can't sit for 2 hours, 3 hours in a place? It's because of the breath. This happens. Why? Fear. It's only fear. But when you are having normal breathing, there is no fear. You don't have to think about it. You are breathing normally. You can sit for hours. Because then you enjoy this company. If you can't be with this company for even 2 hours, 3 hours a day alone, what the amazing company you are going to give to the world? Think about it. Then you think, oh my God, people don't connect. I can't connect. How can they connect? I can't be even with myself for 2-3 hours every day. How can I think others to connect with me? This is little practices. Okay, great. Anything to ask? Anything? Then we can.
Can I say something about normal breathing?
Yes.
Okay. All human beings, their breathing is 20%. This is, they do is all the testing and everything. We were till 3 years old, we were breathing as normal breathing. After 3 years old, we start meeting with the feelings. We have to be good girl. We have to be good people. Then brother came, then we learned jealousy. Then school time started. We have to be the number one, the first. And then we meet with the fears. We start meeting with all our feelings. And then that makes us to keep blocking our normal breathing. Because everybody can do easily. You get so angry, you get fear. What you do? We do like that, tense. Immediately, our hara, we call it, it's blocked. And then when it is blocked, start blocking our diaphragm and then start blocking our normal breathing. We're doing lots of like Kapalabhati is perfect. And then we did whatever is breathing we're doing from the Manipura, like from the belly button, that is really help a lot. We have to breathe. When we breathe, the tummy have to go out. When we exhale, have to get in. Sometimes people doing is the reverse breathing. That is very, very bad and then very difficult to keep this body alive all the time because they look like they have a generator working behind them and they're always tired. They are always unhappy, these people. We all doing yoga. I don't think we have anybody doing like that in these classes, but if they have someone reverse breathing, they have to get normal breathing. They have to do exercise all the time. Whatever they remember, just concentrate the hara, breathe, make a hara is full of the air, exhale, get empty. We have to keep doing this. It's very often. This will help a lot for I will say this much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, yeah.
This is the thing. It's all about breathing. If you breathe, if your breathing is normal, you are full of energy. When you are full of energy, that's all. That is what Kundalini is. You are full of energy 24/7. What the hell? Where is Kundalini now? It is already there. You don't have to do a TTC because this is the ending almost. This is why I'm saying now, because I will be getting paid now anyhow. You can't take the refund anymore. Refund date is over. So this is all. This is so very simple. If you are full of energy 24/7, your Kundalini will rise on its own. You don't have to do everything. All those kriyas and everything, stop them. But before that, because your breathing needs to be normal, as Sikdamji said, this is why we do Kapalbhatis, we do pranayamas, we do Kriya Yogas. And what do you think is all this? This teaching is this only that you start to breathe normal. This is why this, don't say it out, okay? Don't say to other people because schools will suffer, teachers like me will suffer. Oh no, I totally request you all, don't say all these secrets somewhere out. Don't spread these secrets. This is the secret.
I have a question, Pawanji.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready. When any person who has a high energy level and doing a lot of things, is it possible that the person has a Kundalini risen already, but may not be able to do a lot of things which a Kundalini person, like he might still be sleeping for 5-6 hours a day, or a lot of things he might be doing which a person who has a high, who is a Kundalini reason may not be doing or don't want to be doing it.
Okay, just coming to you. Sikdamji, Georgia ji is there? No. Sikdamji.
Yes.
How many hours do you sleep at night?
Oh, sometimes 3, sometimes 4.
Thank you.
And
Pawanji, you got the answer?
Yeah.
If Kundalini is totally arised, awake, that's the maximum time you need. Normally 2.5 hours and 3 hours of sleep. That's all. You don't need more. Because you are so full of energy, even in your sleep. You are totally awake. When you are awake, what does it mean? Full of energy. How can you sleep now? You see that, right? If you have a nice day, amazing day has gone, a nice party has gone, you are so very joyous. You can't sleep that night. It seems like, oh my God, I still want to enjoy this, enjoy this. When you want to enjoy it, what does it mean? You are full of energy. How can you waste time sleeping when you are full of energy?
yeah, you are like that all the time.
But if I don't.
So the day is the day when you start. See, there is two things. If you are trying to do it consciously, staying awake, sleepy for only 2 hours, you will feel tired.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It happens unconsciously. In the unconscious state, it actually moves into what we call the super consciousness state. Maybe it moves into the subconscious at times, but for my experience, it moves into the super consciousness state. The moment you lay, 2 or 3 breaths happen, sleep has come. You don't have to toss.
Right.
Sleep comes, you are already in a sleep. 5, 7, 9 breaths, I think, is the maximum. You are in the super conscious state, totally awake. The body is sleeping.
Yeah, all these things happen, Pawanji. But if I want to get up early, I have to set an alarm. Otherwise, I will sleep for 6-7 hours.
That's what I'm saying, because this is a habit, PKG.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alarm clock was built by someone who knew humans better. And the only people who know human minds better are the one who excel in doing businesses. Do you know that? Many people use iPhone. iPhone?
Yeah.
Most of you. I don't have iPhone.
I had
Okay.
Samsung. Yeah.
Anyways, it's okay. So most people are using iPhones nowadays, iPads. This is what about the eye? You don't even know how to use this eye, and you are using an iPhone. What the hell? And when you get that iPhone, you read the manual, right? Reader's manual, user's manual. You do read how to. What about this? Did you ever read user manual of this? How to use this? Do you have that user manual? Did your parents give you?
No, no.
And you are also parent. Did you give it to your son?
A little bit. Yeah.
User manual? No, little bit. No, you have to give the full.
No, I almost have full. Yeah, almost there.
Yeah. So
Now I'm almost there. Yeah.
yeah, give your. So you need to first read your user's manual. How to use this? Until you don't have user manual, you will be using it on a different level. And then you want something else to happen. Then you want a beautiful picture to be clicked. You are thinking you are taking a selfie. You didn't even open the camera and you are clicking for a selfie. This will happen. And then it will be dark and you will think, oh my God, how did this happen? And this is what will happen. Okay. You are trying to dial someone's number and something else is happening if you don't know the user's manual. This is what is happening. We don't want to be angry, but we get angry. We don't want to be jealous, but we are jealous. We don't want to be too attached, but we are losing ourselves. Is this not happening? Right? This is happening because user manual not studied. Once you study the user manual, all this can't happen. How can it happen? Can't happen. At least breathe. When you breathe normally, when you breathe strongly, then the moment this anger, what Sikdamji was saying, you grow from 3, you just move, brothers, sisters, siblings, somebody else's son also comes, they also carry and bring their sons and daughters. Keep them near you. Jealousy. Oh my God, he looks longer than me, taller. His nose is so nice. You don't even understand. This already happens when you are 3.5, 4 years. All this already happened. This is why Tantra is so beautiful. They take you inside the So your whole journey during those teachings is to take you into the and you come out fresh again. Then you see the whole life change. This is what you do in Tantra. And you move more and more deeper into the Tantra, they take you into lives and lives and lives so that you can find your very first life on this planet. Then amazing. I'm not there. I am on a process for sure, by the grace of my teachers, on a process. So, but it's amazing. You can see everything. There is nothing beauty about it, seeing all this, doing all the horrible things. There is no beauty, but at least there is a beauty when you are totally in that state, when you are ready for that. When you are ready for that, you can move on, move back. And this is not about going into the past. This is about learning your samskaras and vasanas. This is how you can even start destroying them, clearing them. But that's other part. We don't want to get deep into it, but for normal, what Sikdamji was saying, these feelings, they will start to disappear. Because when you have that urge of getting angry, you will see that your breath is becoming holding, and then you return back. You become conscious. What's happening? You breathe normal, your anger disappears. So once you are in that art of breathing normally, start from unconscious state, totally conscious, and then you move into unconscious state also. The moment the anger arises, the moment pride, jealousy, ego arises, you will understand your breathing pattern has changed. And you can return back. That's what I say. Close your eyes, breathe. I think I said this. Yes, today also. Yes, the other class. Whenever you want to do something, close your eyes, breathe. You want to say something, close your eyes, breathe. You want to share something, close your eyes, breathe. Anything you want to do, anything, thinking, handwork, mouth work, leg work, anything, breathe. Close your eyes, breathe, 6, and then do it. Whole thing will change. You can't be angry. It will take time, practice, but then you can't be angry. You can't feel uncomfortable. You won't feel jealous. You won't feel somebody is sucking your energy. You won't feel because you are normal. You become normal, the whole world is normal. Right now, you are in a state of abnormality. This is why the whole world looks like abnormal to you. This is very, very simple to understand. The whole world makes you suffer because you make yourself suffer. What you give to yourself, that is what you will get. Give to yourself happiness, freedom, pleasure. The whole world will give you only that. You are not dependent on the world. You are only here. This is your world. I don't talk about hara. Sikdamji mentioned it. Hara is very, very deep thing. Yeah, that's not just a word. Hara is what we call the life. When we are talking about the life, Hara is the life. Sikdamji, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it is right. It is,
Yeah.
you are right. Well, we easy to explain for me to show that places
Yeah, I know.
for
No,
breathing.
it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, this is why me does not talk about it.
Yeah.
At least move there. Make it your experience. Feel that. Once I think I said in yoga TTC, I think, or even this TTC, whenever you are angry, sit for some time and move. Where did this anger come from? So when you start moving there more and more, you will actually understand. Then you will be actually what Sikdamji mentioned. You will be moving near your hara. You will recognize where it is. Is it in your genitals, anus, navel, large intestine, small intestine, kidney, livers? You will understand it. Make this a experience. But to make this an experience, if I right now say it is here and you start to believe it is here, it won't help your journey. This is me. This is why never gives you how. I keep myself shut from answering how. Because if I give my house not HOW apostrophe S, if I start giving my house to you, that will be my experience. This won't help you. We are all unique. We will experience life in different ways, even if it is same, different, different. Life is same. The energy is same, but we will move differently. Everyone. This is why we are unique. And this is very, very simple thing. This is why we are unique. And when you are unique, when you understand this totally, you are unique. And when you start to see others unique, how the hell can you be angry with them? How the hell can you be uncomfortable with them? How the hell can you have jealousy with them? How? It isn't possible. You don't know you are unique. That is why all these miseries happen. Very simple. Yeah, Joji, you want to ask something?
You read me well. Yes, Pawanji, it's something so interesting as you mentioned. I always wonder, and in fact, I did a video of these belly breathing. Now, when I first started yoga, which is maybe about like 1.5 years ago, no teachers actually mentioned about belly breathing. It was never mentioned about the key point. But I do understand somehow breathing is the key point in any practices or in life itself. But I never knew about belly breathing, the initial part during the yoga journey. So well, maybe about two months into that, then I dig deeper and I got to know that's the difference about how we breathe. That means the belly breathing and chest breathing. That's where I started using belly breathing, you know. So this is my question here. Why is it all practitioner or yoga teacher do not tell the students right from beginning, because this is the number one that all not I wouldn't say should, this is the main priority in receiving and experiencing and connecting with any asana or experience. It is through the breathing first. But why is it all yoga teacher do not share this? Which sometimes a lot of question marks in that part. That is why I choose to make a video and share it out. Like, why teacher? I mean, these are the secret why yoga teacher do not tell
No,
students.
see, Joji, this is not a
Yeah.
secret. Many
Okay.
are yoga teachers. That's it.
Right.
They are just
Okay.
yoga teachers.
Okay.
They haven't experienced yoga. They have a TTC, a certificate which says you are a yoga teacher, and they think they are a yoga teacher.
Okay.
So this is the thing. They don't see, you can only share what is in your experience,
Okay.
and there is no secret.
Mhm.
This me doesn't keep any secret. Even if this is not important in this course, what is what has to be shared has to be shared. What will I do with keeping this secret in me right now, and right now my breath stops? What will happen? This is why I say you must not keep secrets. What is the point? I go to sleep having hundreds of secrets, and at night I pass by. What the hell? What did it do
Yeah.
good and to anybody? Nothing good to anybody. It could have saved some lives if I had shared it. Look
Mm-hmm.
at that. But many are only yoga teachers. This is the worst thing America has done. America does all the worst things. They are famous for that. Okay? I have no objections against Americans. I really love America. Was once upon my dream country. Many Indians
Okay.
have that dream. Dream country was always America, America dream, because of the big buildings, because of the technologies and everything. So I also used to dream about America. I also had these pictures of New York, Chicago's
Right.
all over. More pictures of them than my school routines. This was me whole of my school life till class 10, standard 10. My room was filled with Chicago's and New York's. That's how my room was. And my school bag was also US brand. I had a water bottle, US brand. Everything I was imitating. This not. The
All right.
thing is, when this yoga went into US, they are busy, right? They are
Yeah.
they don't have time. So
Yeah.
they introduced this yoga alliance, and not their fault actually. The fault
Okay.
is from here. The fault is from the people who stayed
Mm-hmm.
here. Because
Mm-hmm.
some of these yoga teachers, amazing, they are amazing.
Yeah.
Krishnamacharya, amazing teacher. Patanjali Joyce, amazing teacher. BKG Iyengar, amazing teacher. NK Iyengar, amazing teacher.
Yeah.
But they did not knew, they did not understand Indians totally. They started teaching here, but yoga rooms were empty.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Another defect is Indians know everything.
Yeah.
If you say something to them, I know they know everything. The only thing they don't know is that they don't know anything. This is a difficulty. You just when a person says I know, how can you even share anything with them? They already know. So
Yeah.
so these people, because they did this, they invested their time, they invested their energy, and it's good.
Okay.
They went into the West, and they
Right.
all went into different parts of US,
Mm-mm.
and then
Mm-mm.
they started teaching there. And they started teaching, but when they started teaching, they already knew these people, we cannot teach them as much as we have brought here, because they
Mm-hmm.
are not ready. They are not
Right.
ready. They don't want into the first, they don't want to understand the first sutra, Atha
Mm.
Yuga Anushasana. They don't want even to understand the second sutra. Okay,
Okay.
the chitta is also not important for them. For them, from the third sutra, everything is important. So the first two sutras is almost your whole life.
Mm.
It is whole life living for two sutras. The next sutras, they can happen in 20 days, 40 days, 50 days time. Everything can happen. So this is why the yoga who organized these functions, because it was a function at that time. It wasn't yoga.
Right.
Iyengar used to
Yeah.
have these back bends. Patanjali
Yeah.
Joyce used to have these standing poses, Ashtanga. People were thinking as if it is a circus, gymnasium.
Yeah.
Gymnastic came after yoga came. Before that, there was no. Gymnastic is a newly born thing. Just a few years ago, gymnastic came into being. Okay, and then now they have this contournist, I think. They are like bending themselves into
Yeah.
anything. So these all came out of yoga only. So when these people went there, they saw that this is a huge dedication. There is so much dedication by these Americans actually. Americans are
Mm-hmm.
so very dedicated. So they started teaching there. But they had
Mm.
this condition, we won't waste time. So then Yoga Alliance was formed. 28
Mm-hmm.
days,
Okay.
you get certified as a yoga teacher. Because
Right.
because Americans always know one thing. If I give something, I have to get something. So because they were giving money to all these teachers, time, they wanted something back. So these teachers decided, let us start giving certificate, yoga teachers
Mm.
certificate. So the Now these people in that generation, when they started in those 60s and 70s, somewhere around, not even 60s, 65, after 65, I think Iyengar went into America. So 65
Right.
is Iyengar, 68 is Pathabhi Joyce. Yeah, so 65 and 68, when American yoga came into existence, they were not concerned about breathing. How can they be concerned? They have to run. To run, you cannot have belly
Yeah,
breathing.
yeah.
You can't belly breathe if you have to run. You have
Right,
to
right.
chest breathe. This is why they only know about chest breath. They only know about building six packs.
Right.
They think
Okay.
if you belly breathe, your six packs won't come because you will now have a belly. Yeah. So this is the whole thing. You need to
Right.
understand this deeply. This is why then gym came. This gym khanas, all where they teach gyms, weightlifting and thus. This is why this is all coming out of yoga. They have converted yoga now into a circus all over the world. If a teacher can teach you back bendings, that teacher is amazing. If a teacher can't teach you poses, this teacher does not know anything. This is the thing. This is a thing right now. So, but they are not concerned about the deep thing. And as you say, yes, it is actually not a secret, but because they don't know, how can they even talk about it? They don't know. They don't really know.
Right.
It's a shame. It's a shame that people call themselves yoga teachers and they don't know the basic thing. It's a shame, but this is how the world is.
Okay.
This is why
Yeah.
we say you have to develop your own intelligence. Don't even believe whatever I say. First, try to grasp a little, first listen, then
Yeah.
grasp, and then try to understand, and then try to implement it in your life. Try to
Yeah.
make it an experience, and then come to your final conclusion. If
Yeah.
it works for you in that way, great. If it doesn't work, leave it. I never say people to believe whatever I say. Don't believe me. I never force people to do what I want to make them do. I don't make people to do something what I am saying. Experience. What I am saying is only experience. But for experiencing, first you have to listen. Until you listen, you can't grasp. Until you can't grasp, you can't understand. If you don't understand, you will not implement it. If you don't implement it, experience can't happen. If experience can't happen, the final conclusion is not coming. These are 6 steps. If you start doing these 6 steps, from any teacher you learn, if you do all these 6 steps, you will know what to keep and what to throw away. I have 13 yoga TTCs I have done. So I am experienced at least in this. I mean, you all are amazing. You all are also doing TTCs, but I have done 13. So I know what to keep and what not to keep.
Right.
I have done TTCs under 78 yoga teachers, and I only have 6 teachers. That's it. And out of these 6, only 2 are from the yoga TTCs.
All right.
This is what you can think about. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Pawanji.
Thank you. So if you have any questions, good. If not, it's okay. It's already time. According to time, it is time. Still, if you have something to ask away, or you keep it right now, and then you can ask me anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pawanji. Namaste,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Bhavanji. Pram. Namaste. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Bhavanji.